Chicago Cubs baseball is on the air.
You are Locked On Cubs, your daily Chicago Cubs podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
You are Locked On Cubs, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Alongside Sam Olber, I'm Matt Cozy. Sam and I are lifelong fans, taking our passion into a discussion with you on all things Cubs. Thank you for being part of the show and making Locked On Cubs your first listen today. And the best way you can help us grow the show is to listen every day, like the video, and comment anything below. Let us know in the comments section. What are you looking forward to most about the opening weekend of spring training games? Today's Friday episode is presented by FanDuel. Make every moment more with FanDuel. New customers join today, and you'll get $150 in bonus bets if your first bet of $5 or more wins. Visit FanDuel.com/lockedon to get started. Cubs White Sox spring training opener, 2:00 p.m. Central Standard Time Friday, as we're inside of 5 weeks until opening day. And as we get closer and closer to March 28th, we're going to do some player previews. And our first one is starting pitcher Jordan Wicks, who was starting the spring opener Friday. He debuted last summer, throwing 34 innings and 7 starts, 4.41 ERA. His first 4 starts were memorable, allowing just 5 runs in 23 innings, with the Cubs winning all of those games. Sam, spring training opener is here. We're going to talk Jordan Wicks and a whole lot more. Baseball is in the air.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jordan Wicks is ERA is very deceiving. He had one bad start. He had 7 starts, and one of them he went 1 2/3 innings, and he gave up 6 earned runs against the Brewers. And by the way, it was a meaningless game. That he pitched poorly. The rest of his starts are as follows: 5 innings, 1 earned; 5 innings, 1 earned; 6 innings, 2 earned; 6 innings, 1 earned; 4 1/3, 3 earned; 6 innings, 3 earned. So he was a bulldog. 6 out of 7 starts.
That's a good description
at the back of that rotation, and to me, the favorite in my eyes to win the 5th starting job for the Chicago Cubs ball club. I think he's good. I think he's a high floor guy with some upside mixed in. He's got a dandy of a changeup. He's a competitor. And you know me, I could care less that he had his worst game that blew up his ERA in a game that literally meant nothing. I was at a wedding. I didn't watch 1 second of that game he pitched poorly in. So, I like Jordan Wicks. To be honest with you, I really thought that there was a chance that him or Wisniewski was going to get shipped out at this offseason in a big trade. But it seems like are you all right?
Yeah.
Okay. It seems like I lost you for a second.
No, I got you.
But it seems like the Cubs, as we've talked about 80,000 times, really want to see one more year. And if you're going to see one more year and you didn't trade him, then I don't see why he doesn't have a prominent role in this rotation at the very least. And to me, I'm getting ahead of myself here, but if this is going to be hey, it's about the young guys, because that's what they're selling us, right?
Yes.
Then there isn't any reason that Drew Smyly should win this job over Jordan Wicks, unless Wicks completely bombs in spring training.
Right.
And, then it should be Javier Assad if it's about the young guys. I know what Drew Smyly is.
Right.
So,
well, he's absolutely the favorite. I would go as far as to say that he is a candidate for a breakout player in 2024. I don't know about breakout star or anything like that. I think that a 5th spot, while not his ceiling in his career, he's going to be more of a mid-rotation pitcher. But that 5th starter battle, as you mentioned, Smyly, it's going to be Wicks, Smyly, Assad, and Wisniewski, most likely.
Man, that's a lot of guys fighting for one spot.
Yeah, 4 guys for one spot, and then 87 relievers fighting for 4 spots. So we'll keep track of that starting
Well,
this
and maybe
weekend.
5 with the way Neris looked today.
Yes, and here's my optimism on that. So Davis, Canario, and Casey homered off him.
I believe it was Canario homer, Davis homer, and Casey hit a gapper. By the way, Davis even being around was a positive. I wasn't really expecting to see
Right.
him at all.
Well, maybe those guys are getting ready to contribute in the show.
Well,
Maybe that's more about them than Neris.
Well, sure, but the thing is they can't all be ready to compete in the show because we have about 371 outfielders. So,
That's true.
hopefully one of those guys, if they continue to hit well, get shipped off, for some value, because I don't see really Davis mixing in. I mean, you have
No.
Hap, you have Suzuki. You'd like
Right.
to think you're going to have Bellinger. You have PCA.
Right.
You have Talkman. Okay, now go down a step. Then you have Casey. Then you have Canario.
Right.
And a lot of people are telling me and tweeting at me, by the way, as we record this, I am one follower away on Twitter from 3,000.
I'm surprised by that. I did not think it was going to take that long.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten my follower yet.
Because you texted me this afternoon. So.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten one follower since I texted you this afternoon. I've tweeted 4 times.
Oh, wow. That is a surprise.
Yeah, maybe people don't want to see me flourish at 3K.
So hopefully that changes then between now and when people hear this.
And next Friday.
Next Friday? Oh,
well,
goodness.
whenever we post another episode.
Okay.
A lot of people message me, hey, Canario is going to get a lot of ABs. And, okay, great. I'm not against that. I just don't really see the path to that. Canario also, he had a home run today off of Kyle Hendricks.
Wow. So he had a great day.
Yeah, he had a long home run. Oh, yeah, no, wait. Maybe I mixed that up. Maybe somebody, whatever. Who cares? Somebody homered off of Hendricks and someone homered off of Neris. Maybe it was Brennan Davis. I don't know.
I really like Jordan Wicks. I do think he could be a breakout player. Mostly fastball changeup. He's a changeup savant. We saw that in live ABs earlier this week. We're going to see it Friday afternoon in the spring opener. And his composure, his confidence, his willingness to learn. I think we've discovered that about him already. He's got some of that Justin Steele moxie out there.
Yeah.
He's got the Kyle Hendricks smarts about him.
Yeah, this is a classic Cubs pitcher.
Yeah, he really fits in well.
His debut last year was one of my top nights of the campaign. It was a Saturday evening, and I was on my way to it. I was on my way and was at an engagement party that night, and we had a little private room downtown, and I was able to finagle the game, and I watched the whole thing, and it was just, he gave up that leadoff home run and then really settled in, and the Cubs blew out the Pittsburgh Pirates, who have not had somebody hit 50 home runs since 1949. So,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm looking at Steele, Tyone, and Managa, Hendricks, and Wicks to open the year. I think Tyone in that second spot would be interesting, just to really throw him in right away.
Well, you don't want to start back-to-back lefties to open the year.
No.
So it'll be him or Hendricks the second game of the season.
Yeah, him or Hendricks. If it's not Hendricks, then he'll start the opener at Wrigley.
And I think it
Monday
will be
against the Rockies.
And I think it will be Hendricks, because that just makes more sense. Hendricks at home, cold weather, April, wind howling in. It's a great matchup for him. Let's see if Tyone has increased himself. Throw him out there. He's making enough money.
I agree with that. And then the Wicks season debut, if he wins that job, would be that second game of the Rockies series at Wrigley.
Another great matchup.
A great landing spot for him. And so that's going to be a 5-0 start. So, Craig Counsell last week, Sam, he said spring training results don't matter.
Yeah.
And so while we're going to discuss, obviously, these practice games, I still think that competition is very healthy, that for certain guys, the results do matter.
Sure.
I mean, I
competing for a job.
I get what he's saying, but for Assad, Wicks, Wisniewski, and Smiley, it matters. For all those relievers, the parade of relievers, it matters. maybe a couple other guys here and there. But
Well,
I
the follow-up.
understand what he's saying, but we're definitely going to keep an eye on some battles and even bring up how they did.
Well, see, this is where journalism becomes a thing, because the follow-up question should be, well, then, Craig, so if it doesn't matter, how will you be determining the fifth starter job?
Right.
And the answer probably is by how they look in spring training.
Right.
So, because if he has it predeterminedly picked already, that doesn't sound right to me.
No, it doesn't.
I want Drew Smiley starting, at Wrigley and whatever. Spring training doesn't matter for guys like Ian Happ and Dansby and Horner. Those guys. Juan Soto's not really losing sleep about his spring training ABs, and Aaron Judge, may try and hit one-handed for spring. You just want to see pitches and get yourself in a rhythm. So by the time opening day rolls around, you're not going to be like Cody Bellinger.
Coming up next, could the Cubs add some advertising on their uniforms? We knew this day was possibly coming. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Welcome to Backblaze to Locked On Cubs. Today's episode is brought to you in part by Backblaze. Data is the digital world's most precious resource. Backblaze has made it their mission to make it easy to store, use, and protect data. They protect all the data on your machines automatically. Backblaze offers multiple restore options, including rapid recovery in the event of data loss or ransomware. Start with the free trial today and then get unlimited cloud backup for Macs, PCs, and businesses for just $99 a year. You could do that by going to backblaze.com/lockedonmlb. And you can also access your backed up data from anywhere in the world on their web app or their iOS or Android apps. Few data protection services have the recommendations that Backblaze does. They've been recommended by the New York Times, Macworld, PC World, and a whole lot more. Receive a fully featured no-risk free trial at backblaze.com/lockedonmlb. Go there, try it out, start protecting yourself from potential bad times data-wise. That's backblaze.com/lockedonmlb. We're back here on Locked On Cubs, and we're dealing with some treasure hunts here with this segment. But in the days after Tom Ricketts made a comment about revenue, and he's bordering on billionaire status, and the Cubs redid all of Wrigley. And
Bordering.
The Ricketts, he's a billionaire, right?
Well, net worth wise, the Cubs are worth billions of dollars, and he's the owner. So if he's not a billionaire, then I'm not a Cub fan.
Okay, well, that's my mistake. They own all the rooftops. They own Hotels Act. I mean, there's so much we could go down the list. But he said they do need to increase revenue. Oh, they also started their own TV channel. So with that being said, Media Day photos have surfaced with the front-facing arm for the players was blank. Now, historically, the Cubs logo has been on the left sleeve. However, teams that have advertising deals on their jerseys so far, there's a few teams around baseball that have put the logo on the front-facing arm. So that leads us to believe that the Cubs are pursuing a jersey patch either to start 2024 or at some time this year as another revenue source. Sam, your thoughts on the advertising patch?
Go Cubs.
Thank you so much for checking out this edition of Locked On.
I really don't understand where the money is going with this club. I don't understand why they need another revenue stream.
Another revenue stream.
They're the only team in baseball that literally has their own neighborhood dedicated to the team, where people go. Maybe
it's
Ricketts,
been nicknamed Rickettsville.
Maybe Ricketts, isn't as smart business-wise as we had thought, or his investments in soccer or whatever haven't gone well. I'm not sure. This is not something I feel comfortable talking about because I know nothing about it. All I could say is I don't care. I really don't. I really don't like the idea of advertisements on baseball jerseys.
I
It's
don't like it
tacky
at
to
all.
me.
Yeah.
It's tacky. It's not old school to me. If there's going to be a logo or wording, it should be the 2024 World Series champions in gold. You could put that on in 2025. That'd be good for revenue, huh, Tom?
Right.
But or if you could put haven't won a playoff game since 17. That would be fun.
I think that's a little bit wordy.
Or you could just put, what I would suggest is Locked On Cubs.
Okay, that'd be fun.
With Matt and Sam.
Well, I wonder how much that jersey patch would cost. I mean, I don't even want to ballpark it.
Well, how much we'd have to pay them?
Well, any company, yeah.
Yeah, no, we probably have to devil out about $100 million more than we have.
Right.
So if anyone wants to start a GoFundMe, there you go.
Well, people were suggesting what businesses could go on there. I mean, that's not where my head is at.
Let's think of a couple that would. Maybe Old Style.
Okay, I didn't think they were really around anymore.
Coors Light.
Right, so alcohol. Right.
What other places, that are national brands that you think
have
about?
A relationship with the Cubs?
Yeah, Connie's. I don't think they have enough money for
Wintrust, Sloan.
If they have Wintrust, you know what? I'm not going to say anything bad about Wintrust. It's my bank.
Wintrust, Sloan, their legacy partners, Granger, Weber Grills.
Oh, this is not. I can't wait to get a jersey.
I really despise this.
Okay, good. Please, you talk about it.
Now, a revenue stream, great. The more the merrier, right? But not at the behest of one of the traditions of baseball.
What a word.
The ballpark is beautiful. The video boards were done right. You can make a claim the Ricketts saved the park. The concrete was falling down. Now it's restored for years to come. But to have all that neighborhood redone, and they have the sports book now. There's so many revenue sources. I mean, they get 20 M's just from marquee, and who knows if that's going to work this weekend.
I just re-downloaded it today.
Yeah, so
resubscribe.
Do you really need the $50 million or whatever from the jersey patch? It wouldn't. I don't think I think it could cost that much, but I don't even know what a starting point would be. But I just want the Cubs logo. Just keep doing what you're doing. And to do it on the year where the jerseys are pitiful would be odd timing as well. Because the jerseys already are so bad to begin with. Now there's stuff this week coming out about the pants, that there's something wrong with the pants.
Yeah,
there's something wrong with the jersey. You can see through them, yeah. So please save the patch for some other time. Save it for when the teams start playing in space or something. Just enough. Don't need a patch. Embrace the revenue streams you already have and see what you can do from there. Okay?
Yeah.
But the jersey patch that denigrates the uniform shouldn't be what gets you to the first luxury tax threshold. Okay? You should have that already, player.
Yeah, I'd love to be an accountant and a fly on the wall when I understand why the Cubs feel that they don't have the money to do things.
Right.
But no, I agree with everything you said. And
thank you.
Could they do it mid-season, or it have to be done before the season?
Yeah.
Oh, they could.
It would just be a less money, but.
Well, I'll call Tom and I'll say, "Hey, Tom, I can offer you, I could offer you a 4-digit number."
Right.
Would that
how about for a week of games?
Yeah. Would that do anything for you? Would that be enough? Hey, you could take out the family for a steak.
Now that would really be something if they did like series by series, different patches.
Well, whoever's making the jerseys,
that would be tacky.
Well, no, whoever's making the jerseys would quit. They got to do it. They got to do a new stitch every week.
Coming up next, one of our favorite segments returns. It's best and worst of the week. Stay tuned. Today's episode is also brought to you by FanDuel. Get buckets with your first bet on FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. Right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets with any winning $5 bet. That's $150 if your bet wins. Bet on all your favorite NBA players and teams with quick bets, live same-game parlays, exclusive props, and more. Sam, what's the story to watch in the NBA in the second half here?
The story to watch is that for the first time in quite a while, there really isn't a true favorite to win this year's NBA championship. It's really up in the air. Yes, Boston's the odds-on favorite. I don't think they're going to win it. There's about 8-9 teams you could select that could potentially win this year's title.
And you could do that with FanDuel. Visit FanDuel.com/LockedOn and shoot your shot. FanDuel, official partner of the Locked On Podcast Network. Best and worst of the week right here as we close out another great week on the show. I did want to share this photo that I was trying to upload earlier in the show. I will admit that. That's why I was kind of looking like I was meandering. I did not have that ready. So now,
no, you didn't look like you were meandering. You looked like you had we lost you first. Like,
if you lasted 21 minutes in, now you know that. Like maybe I was something wrong with me.
Yeah, it was health concerning.
Gotcha. Well, I did have a Mountain Dew for the first time today in a while.
Oh, boy. When's that physical coming up, Matthew?
Thanks to the Arcada and Des Plaines Theaters for hosting us twice over the last couple of months. St. Charles in January, Des Plaines in February. And at the Des Plaines Theater earlier this week, we were on the marquee. It was branded as Cubs and Grub. And I did want to share a photo courtesy of Nick Cozy from that. There we are right there. Tuesday, February 20th, Cubs and Grub live podcast. So, Sam, that is my best of the week. I am looking forward to the games this weekend.
Did we take a photo? Did that one not make the cut?
Yeah, just a little bit of a lack of remembering to install that into the machine here. But we did take a photo and
we'll post it another time. Well, I don't look great anyway. Yeah, that's your best of the week.
Sure.
So obviously, that's mine as well. But I'm also going to say the weather in this city.
Oh man, is there going to be a catch?
No, because I got to tell you, when I was walking,
home opener might have snow or something.
When I was walking to the gym the last couple of days in the morning, I was thinking to myself, this could be Saturday, late April Wrigley weather, and I'd take it.
Totally.
Wind blowing in, but a crispy afternoon.
No jacket.
No, yeah, it was lovely. My worst of the week's obvious. 35 seconds left. Illinois 89, Penn State 82. Final score, Penn State 90, Illinois 89. One of the worst losses in Illinois basketball. History. It dropped them a full seed length, maybe 2. They were leaning towards a 3. After this, they're going to be a 5. They play your team on Saturday at home. And if they don't have a big makeup performance, then they're in big trouble because this is a team full of seniors and they shouldn't be choking games away like that.
Illinois is home this weekend, right? And then they close at Iowa, right?
Yeah. They play home against your college team, and then they the last game of the year is over in that town.
Big win for the Hawkeyes earlier this week against the Spartans of Michigan State.
Great weather.
Yeah. Time is really moving quick, though. Have you noticed that?
Too quick.
That's my worst of the week.
Too quick.
I've noticed that just in the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Well, I've noticed it for the last 29 and a half years. And the problem with it is like right now I kind of want time to move quick because I'm so excited, for hardball again. But you don't want to rush your life away, man.
No, I don't like that.
It's almost March. I mean, I turn 45 soon. Before you know it, it's Selection Sunday.
Well, that's around the corner, yeah.
Before you know it, Illinois is eliminated the first weekend.
Yeah, by Rhode Island or something.
And then before you know it, Steele has a comebacker back to the mound off of his foot.
No, don't say that.
No, I'm kidding. I'm
No,
kidding.
don't.
No. Go Cubs, man.
No, I think they're going to hit Evaldi pretty well on the 28th of March.
Yeah, and they beat Evaldi last year. I think it was a close game.
I was there.
I think it was a low scoring tilt.
Stroman beat him.
Yeah,
One
Stroman.
of the quicker games of the year.
Remember him?
What's that?
Remember Stroman?
I do. Thank you so much for checking out this edition of Locked On Cubs. You give us 20 to 30 minutes, and we'll give you all things Cubs with a laugh or two along the way. Be sure to hit subscribe on YouTube, smash the like button for the algorithm, and leave a 5-star review on Apple, Spotify, and everywhere you get your podcasts. We got a 1-star review recently because of the fictional episode we did last Friday about a game in June. The review was, what was with the last episode? It's not June yet. That was the point of the episode, sir.
We got another one because somebody said that I didn't appreciate one of your stories that you told.
Great. He's Sam Olber. I'm Matt Cozy. Everybody have a great weekend. Actually, we do have one more thing.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be YouTube exclusive until 1 p.m. Central on Monday. We're going to be YouTube exclusive. In the event of breaking news, will be just video. And then our episode on Monday, our regular episode, will be YouTube, normal time in the morning, but not till audio until 1 p.m. Central. Baseball is back. Everybody have a great weekend. He's Sam Olber. I'm Matt Cozy. This is Locked On Cubs.
There is momentum happening here.